Yeah, let's run through a couple of the big decisions at the weekend with former Premier League referee Chris Foy. Morning, Chris.
Good morning, Chris.
Morning, guys. You well?
Yeah,
Very well,
good,
thanks, mate.
Thanks. Look, the headline one obviously was the lack of a red card for Diogo Dalot. The official explanation was that his challenge landed a glancing blow on Jeremy Doku, but Mike Dean called it 100% red. Where do you stand?
Yeah, it's a red card, isn't it? On field, Anthony Taylor, the referee, has given a yellow for a reckless challenge, and it's been checked by Craig Pawson, who's the VAR, and he felt as though it lacked the intensity. You know, it was a fleeting glance, and they decided to stay with the ref's call, which was yellow. But I think it's a red card.
See that one though, Chris? Can I ask you, mate? I think that's pretty open. I really do. There's no doubt about it. It's a poor challenge, but where I am on it, I could have understood if he was sent off, but also I can accept that he wasn't sent off. I don't. What my point is, I don't think that's a definitive.
Do you know what, Ali? What you said there makes a lot of sense. What they talk about is sometimes is check complete either way. And that's what happens. So if a red card would have been shown in that situation, then it would have been check complete as well.
Yeah.
It's just my opinion. Looking at it, I felt it was red when I looked at it on review. Quite clearly, Craig Pawson didn't. But as we say, check complete either way, and they stayed with the on-field decision, which was the referee's call.
Forest against Arsenal then, Chris. A lot of people thought that there was a handball against Ola Aina'as. I think the official explanation was the ball came off his shoulder first. I would also say, by the way, and Arsenal fans won't like me for this, he was also being kicked in the stomach at the same instant. Should it have been a penalty, or was it the right call?
Do you know what, Jeff? It is the right call not to give a handball here, and I'll explain why. There's more to it than what people think, because, as you quite rightly said, there was a little bit of contact from an Arsenal player in his stomach. Elliot Anderson bumped into him, knocked him forward.
Yeah.
The ball strikes him really high up, in between the red and the green zone. It drops down, it strikes him on the arm. I mean, for me, I just don't see how that can be a handball offence. And this is a decision that will really divide opinion. I mean, I was actually going to get my yellow and red cards and whistle out to sort out Martin Keown and Sean Dyche because they couldn't agree with this one. And it will divide opinion. It's not, the decision is not given on field. It's checked by the VAR down in England. And it's the right call. It's not handball, in my opinion.
Chris, I know. Again, I'm with you in that one. Here's an interesting one. Not that he made too many decisions that the players didn't agree with, Chris. However, we saw something yesterday which Jeff and I mean, it's just totally unacceptable in AFCON, obviously, and you'll have seen it when the players march off the pitch and protest at a referee's decision. Two things. A, what did you think of it? And B, how would you have handled it?
Well, in situations where you've got tournament football, obviously FIFA are the governing body, and they have a match delegate there who will oversee proceedings, and generally you take a steer from them. It's not a very easy situation to deal with. I mean, if players leave the field and walk into the changing rooms, there's not really a great deal you can do. You're really calling on your expertise then and your interpersonal skills to speak to everybody involved, because you've got the hierarchy from the teams involved. You've got the FIFA delegate, you as the referee, the ground stadium manager. It's everybody pulling together to make sure that we can get the game completed.
I want to ask you about one more at home, Chris, and it came to absolutely nothing, but I was watching this game and it was Villa against Everton, and Tony Harrington is a referee I like.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why. We'll keep that between ourselves. So, but he also happens, I think, to be a good official. But look, I'm watching that game. Morgan Rogers bursts through from his own half, gets to the edge of the penalty area, being pursued by James Garner. Just before he gets into the penalty area, James Garner pushes him with both hands in the back. Now, Tony Harrington is incredibly close to him. He's kept up with play really well. He's aware that Garner's already been booked. Was he thinking, if I give this, I've got to send the boy off? I mean, I couldn't think of any explanation why he did not give that as a free kick.
Interesting observations. He probably felt that there was contact and the contact was enough for Rodgers to go down. But Garner was extremely fortunate here, wasn't he? I mean, it's two hands on the back.
Yeah.
He's travelling at pace. It's outside the penalty area. It's a promising attack. This is one that Tony will reflect on. He'll probably think this morning when he sees it again, he should have shown him a second yellow card. And if he had done, I don't think James Garner could have had too many complaints, could he?
Yeah, look, if he thinks I'm criticising him, he must think, God, it must have been bad. Brilliant. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. All the best.
Have a good week, guys.
You too, mate. You too. Coming up, it's chaos at Crystal Palace. Glasner's called out the board, but he's staying for now. Gay's on his way out. Jean-Philippe Mateta might also be on his way out. You'll get the former chairman's perspective at 10 with Simon Jordan, but on talkSPORT Breakfast, we'll get the fans' perspective next. If you want to have your say, 03717 223344 is the number to call.